Hi, welcome to the Hindu editorial summary for 29th June. Please follow us on Facebook and Telegram for all important summaries for UPSC Civil Services and other state PCS exams. The first editorial is on the reservation for the Maratha community. The Bombay High Court has upheld the law enacted by the Maharashtra government last year for providing reservation to the Marathas in public employment and education. The Maratha community has been agitating for reservation benefits for a long time. The law created a group called Socially and Educationally Backward Class and included Marathas as the only group under this category, and the law extended 16% reservation to them outside the existing quotas for SC, ST and OBC. Why the law was challenged? This additional reservation takes the total reservation to 68%, which is beyond the 50% limit imposed by the Supreme Court. There were also doubts whether one particular caste group could constitute a special class. What is the judgment? Exceptional circumstances and an extraordinary situation required the crossing of 50% limit and treating the community as a separate category. The judgment said that the failure to treat the group as backward for decades has pushed its members deeper into social and educational backwardness. It has upheld the government's decision to accept the Maharashtra Backward Classes Commission's report on the backwardness of the Maratha community. However, the judgment said that the reservation should only be 12 to 13% as recommended by the commission. Criticism of the judgment. Marathas is a politically influential and dominant community, though it is educationally backward and underrepresented in the services. Still, it cannot be treated as a special category in itself. It could have been included in the OBC list. Additionally, the existing OBC reservation could have been expanded to correspond to the high population of Marathas. Marathas have been classified as the only member of the newly created socially and educationally backward class. The criteria of being socially and educationally backward is already covered by the OBC reservation. In that case, how SEBC can be a separate category outside the OBCs? Now the Supreme Court will have to examine whether sufficient reasons exist for going beyond the 50% limit. The second editorial is on the water crisis in Chennai. The four main water reservoirs of Chennai, Sholavaram, Chembaram, Bakkam, Pondi and Red Hills are nearly empty. No rains were recorded in nearly 200 days, except for the light showers in the past few days. The groundwater has been over-extracted. Measures taken by the Tamil Nadu government. The Chief Minister has announced that 10 MLD water will be transported from Vellore district for the next 6 months. The Tamil Nadu government has also accepted Kerala's offer to provide water. The previous Jayalalitha government mandated rainwater harvesting structures from 2003 onwards in all existing buildings and new buildings. However, a recent audit by the NGO Rain Center shows that most government buildings in Chennai do not have a functioning rainwater harvesting structure. Delayed response of the government. The Greater Corporation of Chennai has ordered the inspection of rainwater harvesting structures much after the crisis. After the 2015 Chennai floods, encroachment of wetlands was identified as the cause, but no formal mechanism has been put in place for monitoring the desilting of wetlands and avoiding the similar flood-like situation again. Challenges with crisis management. There is more focus on response than on mitigation management and systemized solutions. The response action is undertaken by the National Disaster Management Authority and the National Disaster Response Force. Local follow-up measures are ignored. Solutions. According to a recent Niti Aayog report, 21 Indian cities will run out of groundwater by 2020 if usage continues at the current rate. Urban water planning and management boards should be set up as permanent bodies to regulate the supply, demand, maintenance of water services and structures, and oversee the desilting of lakes. The body also needs to work in coordination with governments on granting approvals to new office spaces. Regulation of the prices of private tankers supplying water. Additional desalination plants should be set up to reduce the prices of water. The beds of existing lakes can be deepened for greater water storage and better water percolation. Judicious use. Measurement and progressive pricing of water use. There should be differential pricing and cross subsidy for less consumption per capita. Conclusion: water scarcity leads to not just economic losses but also social unrest. India must learn from the experiences of other cities in the world and adopt concepts like Day Zero for efficient use of water. A sustainable governance solution along with public participation is required.